What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. I have been thinking, but I was thinking today, that I haven't really done like a very basic shooting video. Like I always used to do just these very basic, put the camera on a tripod and shoot and talk a little bit. So I just had to practice. I've been doing better at practicing almost every single day. So just out here, I have 3D targets now, as you guys know. So I've been trying to shoot like a full ASA around, like 20-ish targets of scoring, really paying attention every single day. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And how I have these targets set up is they're all kind of arrayed like 5 or 6 yards apart in a straight line. So I kind of just go through them and I'll kind of like step forward and backwards because I have 6 targets. So I got to shoot them all 3 times and then shoot 2 more targets on top of that. So I just literally just go right to left or left to right. So we got the bear, 41 yards. I guess my sight tape is not 100% on because even though I have it dialed, I have to add a half yard every time, but I just know I have to do that. So I am no expert at all at 3D, quite amateur at it. So I don't have much of a right to give tips, so I can only really talk about what I do. Every single time I get to a target, I obviously range it, set my sight. Sometimes I'll even double check if I like forget or lose my train of thought and just double check the yardage, range it again. And then I'll get binos on it really good. You want to figure out some characteristic, some different, sorry about the beeping. They're literally like building a house over there. Anyways, I'll find some characteristic of the target, either another arrow, which is very nice to aim off of, or a little hole, or a little like shade of shadow, some variation, and then try to aim off of that. And my setup, I can see pretty dang good with my clarifier and scope setup and everything, but you still just can't see 100%. So on this Cinnamon Bear, I shot a couple Super Drive 25s in it. So it actually wore out around the 12 ring pretty good. So I have this little spot that I aim at every time. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. Oh, and this is a cold start. No arrows today yet. Hey, got it. How far is that? 41? So it's a pretty standard distance, I feel, for known pro, like 40, low 40 yardish. Okay, this next one is 47 yards. Big deer. I think it's the XL deer. So it's 47 yards, but I have to put it at 47 and a half because I'm just lazy. All I have to do is move my little, I'm not lazy because my indicator's maxed out. I have to move like a bunch of stuff, so I just have it. All right, got the range. Going to find my spot-ish. A lot of times on these deer targets, you can get them just where they're oriented pretty good, like where the 12 is. I kind of memorize it. But this little shadow spot, I'm gonna aim off of. Oh, that's close. Well, that's an 8. That is an 8, just low. Probably should have aimed a little higher. That's pretty much right where I was aiming. It's so hard because it's a fine line, 42.3. It's a fine line of playing it super safe and playing aggressive, just aiming right at it, because you have one weak shot or one shot that you're just like aiming the lower side of the 12, you're screwed. You're right in the 8. So that's just like a 4-point swing right there. So the Wolverine's a super hard target if you shoot ASA. 1, because it's so small, and 2, like the rings are just so weird. And there's the light brown and dark brown. So I actually experimented and shot at the upper 12 on this a lot because it's like just above the line of the dark and the light. But then the lower 12, sometimes there's a little shiny spot by his shoulder. So I'm gonna do lower 12. Oh, I feel like that was an 8. No, 10 just left. That one's hard. A pesky target. I should just take a day and just shoot that target over and over again. Okay, 43 on the deer. So 43 and a half. This is like the medium deer, I think. And the core line's actually pretty close to this 12. So I just kind of aim up and above that. Then you can see the pocket right there. Look good. Man, just left again. Give it a couple clicks. That's one hard thing about an ASA round too. You don't have like feedback for left and right because you literally only shoot 20 arrows a day. So if you're like a little off left and right, that is no bueno. 44.8. This is the Blesbok. And the Blesbok, the sun hits it just right. It's actually not that hard of a target to shoot at. The sun's not really out today because there's a big crease in his shoulder. That actually looked good. Yep, right in it. It's like this crease in the shoulder, and you just follow it halfway up, sit above it about an inch, and you make a good shot most of the time you shoot it. Okay, this boar, I gotta step over his tree. 41. The boar sucks. Oof. That was super bad. That did not feel like that should have been that bad. I hit like way low left. All right, well, let's go score him and see what shot. So this is actually kind of good because I'm like semi-distracted by the camera, so I need to like focus in and do this. That arrow flew funky. It's even sticking in the arrow or in the target funky. I don't know what happened there. That's a fat 8, of course. 8 on the board. I hate that target because it's just a solid black thing. You just got to remember where it's at. There's the 12 on the Blesbok, and that's you can see that crease right there. You can kind of use that in your advantage. I actually like the Blesbok to shoot at. This deer just slightly left. This Wolverine. Do not like this Wolverine. Yeah, so I aimed like right at the shiny spot rather than just to the right. Or yeah, so I hit a little left. And Cinnamon Bear. Out total, so we got +2, even, +2, -2. So we're at, and then that big deer, I missed it just low, but I'll show you in a second. So we're even again. Great. Great, great, great. 2 12s, 2 8s. Not an awesome start, and you can see they're like cutting concrete. I don't know what they're doing, but that's why it's all loud. So let's shoot again, 6 targets deep. We're gonna shoot 20, see what I score. Not off to a great start. We got 2 12s, 2 8s. The 8s is what killed me. If I didn't shoot the 8s, I'd be at 4 up right now, and that wouldn't be terrible. I'm gonna swap this arrow out because it just flew funky. Could have been me, could have been the arrow, could have been something, but I'm gonna just swap it out. Don't shoot it for a second. It's a timeout. Putting an arrow in timeout. A couple of people asked me on Instagram what like shooter stool this is. This is the Shrewd Archery one. It's actually super nice, so you can get that on their website. But a couple of people asked me. I like it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to kind of mix it up is I'm just gonna take one step forward just to kind of mix it up, and then for the last one I'll take a step back, or for the last 6 I should say. That was bad. Oof. I was like messing with my shoulder. I don't know why I always do this. I've been working on this thing where I get it full draw, kind of relax my back shoulder a little bit more. And I was like totally focusing on my shoulder, and it just went off. It's fantastic. Well, there's another 8, so I'm -2 right now. Wolverine, let's see if we can do redemption on the Wolverine. Low. Low, low, low. Just left. I have to take this flannel off. It was getting kind of warm out. It's nearly summer. Man, I gotta pay attention. Need to pay attention. I'm not paying attention. Alright, it's not looking good, folks. We gotta turn it around. 41.5. That looked good. Got it. I think the biggest thing is when especially when I film and I practice, is at 3D targets, I just want to rifle through them without actually slowing down. Because when you're at ASA, try to take your time, double check, triple check. But when you're practicing, I just like fly through them. You do not do that. 43.8. Looks good. Got it. That's 2 in a row for the buzz bug. Now the pesky boar. Just off of it. Man, it's like aiming at like a solid black sheet of paper, and there's a little pencil line right in the middle that you're trying to hit. It is no fun. Man, that, boys and girls, is almost a 5. This is my brain fart arrow, but it is an 8, so that puts me 2 down. What I mean by 2 down is when you score ASA, their point values, so you can add them all up, but instead it's kind of like golf, where 0 is like even, and then if you shoot a 12, you're 2 up. If you shoot an 8, you're 2 down. So if you're 20 up, you shot 10 12s, no 8s. So it's just a quicker way to do it. Got another 8. We're really flirting with 5s today. I do not like that. We're flirting with 5s today. This one, I don't know what happened on this one. 10. And then I started paying attention, or so I say. Good 12 on the deer. I got 12 on the blessbark. That was good. And then this boar, like, I don't even know how to shoot this one. I just like imagine where it's at. It's easier if you have an arrow to aim off of, but if you're like first up to shoot or blank on it, it's hard. So that's a 10. I'll take it. All right, we're not sitting very pretty. We are still at even, unfortunately, but we're gonna turn that around. I'm gonna take this off. We are gonna turn that around right now. Got it. There's one. I'm actually gonna mix it up. I go way to the left. Shoo! I think I got the 12 on the board. That one's just like you gotta memorize where it's at. 46.8. Yeah, I almost just didn't set my sight. That would have been bad. Oh, shaky that one. Oh! 8 of Rooney. Should have let down again on that one. Got that one on the deer. So we're sitting at 4 up right now, which is not awesome. Big deer's at 49.4. Hey, I got that one too. Thought that was a bad shot at first. Kind of like dipped down, but caught it. Oh my gosh. I shot an 8 again on the Wolverine. Low again. That was dumb. We did better. We did better this time. Legit, the amount of 8s I've shot are unfathomable today. Don't know why that is. 12s haven't been that bad. I've been hitting a decent amount of 12s. I've just been super risky. Shooting right at them. There we go. So we got a 12 on the board. So that puts us at +2. Yeah? Yeah. We got an 8 back to 0. And we got 12 for +2. And then we got an 8. Same exact spot. Back to 0. We got 12. Back to 2. Oh my gosh. And then an 8. We're back to 0. Well, I don't even know what to say. Okay. We have 2 more arrows. And I'm sitting at even right now. That's okay. So I am going to shoot my 2 hardest targets, the Far Deer and the Wolverine. Start with the Wolverine. Okay, better. I shot a 10 on the Wolverine. Still not fabuloso. That's why I'm out here practicing every single day on these 3D targets. 49.5. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot an ASA target at 90. Here goes nothing. We're going for 2 up. 2 whole points. Oh. Boys and girls, I just shot an 8. That's right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed me shooting very badly at some 3D targets today, because I enjoyed it a little. Well, everyone, hope you enjoyed today's video. I have been doing quite well until today, I thought. So I don't know what's going on with today, but I shot pretty good yesterday, and my routine is to kind of do that, shoot an ASA around a day, at least some sort. Lately, I've been coming in here and doing a lot of blank bail. I'm really working on my shot, trying to get it figured out. And because like I already said, my goal is to shoot every ASA, and my goal is to keep doing better and better at every single ASA I go to, and so far there's been definite improvement. So that's about all I have for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out BeRealMerch.com, snag a hat if you want one, and we will catch you guys later.